Chapter 12, Lesson 1, Graphing Linear Equations. Let's start. Our object today, identify and graph linear equations. New vocabulary, we have linear equation. What is a linear equation? Linear equation is an equation whose solutions fall on a line on the coordinate plane. All solutions of a particular line equation fall on the line, and all the points on the line are solutions of the equation. To find a solution that lies between 2 points, we will choose x value between x1 and x2 and find the corresponding y value. Let's start and know how to do this one. First, we need to read x1 as x sub 1 or x1. Okay? Make sure from this one. X sub 1 or x1. Okay? First one, I have equations, and when I graph it, it's a line. So it's a linear equation. If it's a line, linear equation. Okay? So here, in this graph, it's an example to show you the x value increased by 3 and y value increased by 2. How? So this line, it's increasing 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, and 2. Okay? So x increased by 3 and y increased by 2. We have this one. We have y equals 3x minus 1. How we will graph this one? First, we will draw a table and x for -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. How I got these numbers? I put it from my mind. I choose any number I want. This number from me, okay? So you can choose any numbers here. And then when we substitute, when we take x, so when we remove x and put any number from here, it will give us y value. It will give us y here. Okay? How? Let's see. First, I remove x and put -2. So 3 multiplies -2, it will be -6. 6 -1 is -7. So here, our point will be -2 and -7. Next one, I remove x and put -1. 3 multiplies -1 is -3. Minus 1 will be -4. So our point will be -1 and -4. Then 3 multiplies 0 is 0. 0 -1 equals -1. So our points will be x with 0, y with -1. So we'll put it 0 and -1. And we will do it so on. So now I have how many points here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Let's graph these points. Okay, when we graph, we put the first one, second, third, fourth, fifth, 5 points. After that, we will draw a line to move from those points. So now I have line moving through these points. So here we have linear equations because the points shape us a line. Okay? So this equations is linear because it gives us a straight line. It gives us a straight line. So when x increased by 1, y increased by 2. Okay? So we need to be careful when graphing each order pair. Double check each point you plot, because if one point is not correct, it will not give you a line graph. Let's see this one. Y equal x cubed. So we will remove x and put the value of x. These numbers I choose from my mind. It's not from the equation. You can choose any number you want. I choose the smallest number. I choose some positive, some negative, so it will be clear for us drawing the equation. Okay, so we have here, first one is -2, so -2 cubed will be -8, so our points will be -2 and -8. Then -1 cubed will be -1, so point will be -1, -1. 0 cubed is 0, so it will be 0, 0. 1 cubed is 1, it will be 1 and 1. 2 cubed is 8, so it will be 2 and 8. Let's graph the points. Okay, when we're graphing, we put the points. Let's draw. See, it's not a line. So this equation, not a linear equation, because here this part, it's not a line. So it's not a straight line from start to beginning. If it's straight line, it should be straight line like this. So this one is not a straight line. So this equations, it's not a linear equation. Okay, so this equation, it's not a linear equations, but x increased by a constant of 1 unit. The change in y is not constant. Let's see how. This is all the points I draw. -2 and -8, -1, -1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 8. When y change here plus 7, plus 1, plus 1, plus 7, it's not increasing by a constant number. Okay, let's check here. We have 3x over 4, -3x over 4, same. We have x equals -4, -2, -1, 0, 0, 2, 4. From where these numbers, I choose the numbers. Okay, after that, substitute for x, remove hx and put the value here from here. So when you're removing x and put -4, it will be 3, multiplies -4 will be -12, divided 4 is 3, -3, and we have here negative, so it will be +3. 3 multiplies -2 will be -6. -6 over 4 will be, we will simplify, so it will be 3 over 2, and negative will go out with this negative. We have here 3 over 4, 3 multiplies 0 is 0, so 0 over 4 is 0. 3 multiplies 2 will be 6, and we have here negative, so -6 over 4. This is the simplifying of it. Here 4 will go out with 4, so the answer will be -3. Let's draw. When we are drawing, it gives us a linear, give us a straight line, so it's a linear equation. We have y decrease by 3 over 4, or y decrease by 3, and each time x increase by 4. Okay, let's see next. We have y equals 2. Let's draw this one. Y equals 2. We don't have x to write, so each time I put x, the answer will be same. So for any value of x, all the time y will equals 2. Y will equals 2 for each time, because I don't have here x to put. Or do you remember when we said here, imagine that we have x power 0, x power 0 equals 1. 1 multiplies 2, so same. So when I remove x and put -2, so -2 power 0 will equals also 1. 1 multiplies 2, 2. -1 power 0 is 1. 1 multiplies -1 is 2 also. So all the time the answer here will be 2 as a constant value. Okay, so when we will draw it, it will be a line parallel to the x, okay. So here it's a linear equations, but it's a parallel to x. have here 2x plus 1. So I choose those numbers. When we remove x and put the numbers, we have those values. Okay, let's draw. It will be like this. So we have here linear equation. Okay, have x power 2, same we did with x power 3. So we will solve, make sure that the power here is even number, so the negative will go out. If it's a positive, if it's odd number, so we will keep the negative. Okay, because here when I say -2 multiplies -2 will equals negative multiplies negative is positive, so 4. But if I say it -2 multiplies -2 multiplies -2 again, so negative multiplies negative is positive, positive multiplies negative will be negative again. So when I find the power for odd numbers, so I keep the negative, but if it's even numbers, I remove the negative. Okay, so I'm removing the x and put the value of x. We have points here. We need to draw. Let's draw. So it will be like that. So this one, it's not a straight line, not a straight line, so it's not a linear equation, not linear equation. Okay, we have y equals x. So anytime I put the value, it's come same. Anytime I put the value, it's come with me same. Let's draw here. Okay, let's draw. So the equation here is a linear equation because it's form a straight line. Next one, we have y equals 7. So here for any value of x, y will equal 7, no change. So whatever I put for x, it will equal 7. Whatever I will put for x, it will equal 7. Okay? So when I draw, it will be a line parallel to x. At the end, wait for me in our next video to solve our book.